Hey everyone! Welcome back to Touch Trove. This week, we had some exciting insights from the recent Nintendo investors briefing, where Nintendo reviewed last quarter's financials and shared intriguing hints about the future. One major topic that came up was the much-anticipated Nintendo Switch successor, which we'll call the Nintendo Switch 2 for now. President Furukawa touched on something huge: backward compatibility for this next-gen console. And yes, I know, some of you might argue it won't be called the Switch 2. You're probably right, but for simplicity's sake, let's roll with it. So let's dive into the details. Alongside the investors' briefing, President Furukawa gave an exclusive interview to a Japanese news outlet, shedding more light on what we can expect from the Switch 2. This information has been translated for us, and there are some key points we need to unpack. But before that, I need to address something important. Recently, there's been a wave of disrespect directed toward Modern Vintage Gamer, MVG, a respected developer with hands-on experience in creating games for platforms like Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. A year ago, MVG made a video where he explored potential technical challenges that could come with backward compatibility for the Switch 2. And let's be clear, he wasn't guessing, he was analyzing based on his professional experience with the hardware. Since Nintendo confirmed backward compatibility, some have criticized MVG, saying he was wrong and they were right. But here's the thing, he shared a well-informed perspective. Some folks are simply guessing and hoping to be right without understanding the complexities involved in developing for Nintendo's unique system architecture. Let's remember, MVG speaks from expertise. He's a developer, not just a fan guessing on Twitter or YouTube. Backward compatibility isn't as simple as it might seem. Nintendo faces technical hurdles that are tough to overcome, and MVG was only giving us an honest look at those challenges. Nintendo shared a slide listing companies they're working closely with. Familiar names like Atlus, Bandai Namco, and Koei Tecmo are there, of course, but what really stands out is the inclusion of big Western developers. Traditionally, Western games haven't always reached Nintendo platforms, often due to hardware limitations or doubts about sales. On Nintendo consoles, it's typically the first-party titles that hit the million-seller mark, while third-party games face a bit more risk. But with companies like Microsoft, Take-Two, and EA now involved, we're likely to see more Western games on the Switch successor, adding even more options for us all. And now, let's clear up some confusion around a recent quote from Nintendo President Furukawa, shared with Japanese news site Mainichi. Furukawa confirmed there's no change in the plan to announce the Switch successor within the fiscal year ending March 2025. He also mentioned that, while some may hesitate to buy the current Switch because a new one is coming, the Switch, now in its 8th year, likely won't be affected much by this. Some people are hoping this means a 2024 reveal, but his statement actually suggests a later announcement is more realistic. The recent backward compatibility confirmation was likely just to assure everyone that current games will work on the new system, which is great news. With sales forecasts adjusted down, Nintendo recognizes that most potential buyers already have a Switch, especially after selling 146 million units. The company is clearly preparing for a fresh wave of excitement with the Switch 2. Thanks for tuning into Touch Trove. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and share your thoughts on these latest Nintendo updates. And as always, I'll see you in the next video later.